Good evening, 47. Your target is Dame Barbara Elizabeth Keating, a New Zealand tycoon and the former Minister of Trade and Foreign Affairs. She was forced to resign from her position when a charity she represented was accused of funneling donations towards the Dame's own offshore portfolio. Dame Barbara drew on contacts in the tabloids to shift the blame onto the charity's director, Jacqueline Vicker, destroying her reputation and ensuring that Vicker's death shortly thereafter was perceived as a suicide. Dame Barbara is now embarking on a PR tour to restore her standing, and we believe she's working with a body double in order to protect herself at public events. Needless to say, the contract only applies to the real Dame Barbara. Good luck, 47. Welcome to New Zealand, 47. Your target and her double are both preparing for their undoubtedly tearful comeback speech. I suspect Dame Barbara wouldn't settle for anything less than a perfect doppelganger, so a little additional reconnaissance might be in order.
Hello, I am Rythian, and this is Hawke's Bay, the first prologue tutorial mission thing for Hitman 2. Except this is the elusive target that is currently out. There is about 7 days left on this, 6 days by the time this video comes out, if you want to try this out for yourself. I quite like this map. Hawke's Bay to me just was incredibly atmospheric. And while it's short, both in this one and in the main story itself, I really like coming back to it. I have done like every challenge here. I've done this on Master Mode, Sniper Assassin, Silent Assassin, everything. And I'm quite happy to come back here, honestly, just for something new, some new fun content. That's the hidden benefit of Hitman, I think, that a lot of people don't realize. They just play through the campaign and then they're done. But the sheer amount of replayability with contracts, escalations, elusive targets, and all kinds of stuff, that's fun. To me, that's fun, rediscovering the map. Anyway, this mission has one major twist, which is the body double part. And that is the issue. I've played through this twice before this run. Walking around, scouting, using a lot of instinct, figuring out what cameras are an issue, what cameras aren't, and sort of planning what to do. And my initial plan was to take out both the body double and the main target. Just get rid of the guards, get them both, drag them into a, well, anywhere that you can dump them, and then you can tell which one is the real one, because you can dump the unconscious body double in a container, but you can't do that to the real target. You'll notice that as you play any Hitman, generally, or Hitman 2 and Hitman 1, 2016, that you can't hide your targets. Like, you can't just dump them in a closet or whatever until you've killed them. You need to kill them first and then you can do it. So that was the plan. I was going to do that, grab them both, keep them, but like it was tricky. Multiple times I found myself in a position where it was just too many guards around, or it was a bit tricky. But what it did do is that it did sort of show me which of the two were the real target. And I did notice at one point one of the real targets, or the real target, had a smoke. And that is one of the best opportunities for an accident kill in the game, assuming they are anywhere near anything flammable, and luckily for me, she is. So, as always, I want to try to do this Silent Assassin. I mean, I feel like if you don't try to do everything in Hitman Silent Assassin, unless it's for like a fun challenge or anything, you're kind of doing it wrong. So, right now I'm just sort of gathering stuff just in case, but I have my plan, and for that I need a wrench. I don't need a wrench, I can shoot, but a wrench is a lot quieter. By the way, I'm a big fan of this tactical wetsuit, and I want to kind of use it in more levels. I think that would be awesome. A lot of the elusive target missions so far have given you like a version of the map you've been on, but with like added gloves or something. I was hoping this would do the same, but it doesn't. This guy is the trickiest guy because he's kind of... Well, it's not that hard, but because he's standing where he is, you need to be very careful when you sneak up the stairs to grab him. This is always nerve-wracking because there's so many around and you gotta grab him. I could try to grab him, drag him downstairs, but this works as well. I thought for sure I was seen there, and I thought for sure she's gonna come over and find me. So there's one of them, quote-unquote, practicing on the speech, but there's also a bodyguard walking alongside the other. It can get pretty tricky, and honestly, I never quite know where they are until one of them goes to get a smoke. And when they do, there's a gas heater lamp right here. Now, there's always a risk here that someone else will do something nearby. Or stand too close or anything, get hit, which will mean I lose Silent Assassin. But from my brief patrols before, I don't think that would happen. And I think the smart thing to do now would be to just trust that everything is going to work and then get the hell out, so that as soon as the explosion happens, I'm out and ready to go. But I couldn't quite trust myself. So I stuck around because I figured I want to see, just in case someone else gets too close, I wanted to get them out of the way or stop them. At this point on, I already started to regret the option of going for the gas heater explosion, because that's messy. A big giant explosion can be messy. Well, it's not big and giant, it's a smallish explosion. And I was at this point already starting to think maybe I should just go in there and poison, but again, I'm not sure that's the right one. And then I realized, okay, that's the right one, she's coming, and now I'm kind of trapped. There's guards there, there's guards there, there's guards on the roof. I'm not gonna lie, I was considering restarting here, because it was too risky. But I noticed that the guard is standing way back. So target gone.
Well done, 47. The client is transferring a very charitable donation as we speak. Now, time to make your exit.
Here's where the real tension starts. You can't restart anymore once the target is dead. Once the target is dead, there's nothing. If I die now, elusive target failed. Entirely. If I get seen now and still make it out, I'm fine. I at least get the elusive target kill, if not Silent Assassin. But now there's nothing. No saves, no quick saves, no nothing. I just gotta get out of here. And they are on high alert. But they did grab her and move her. Thank God for instinct mode. I did clear my way here. And once I get to the grass, it's really all the same as you've seen before. Multiple times. Well, I don't know if you've seen it many times before, but I've done this part many times before. Now, there's a second exit, but it's locked. It is a car, and you need to grab a key for it, and the key is somewhere inside the house. At this point on, I am much too scared to try to go and grab it, so I am just going to navigate the beach as is standard. There are less guards walking the beach than there is in the main campaign mission. But, I mean, one is enough to get you in trouble. The crouching and high grass part of Hitman 2 is really nice. It makes it so that you have a little bit of chance to move around. Anyway, at this point it's pretty much just run over there. And I'm sure nothing bad is gonna happen. At all. Because there are no more guards. Right? Right? Except there are, and they are so close to seeing me. If it wasn't for that little hill in the sand, that would have been it. I would have been seen. I pretty much would have had to try to take him out without dying, and then no silent assassin. I think that's the closest I've ever been without failing to still manage to avoid it. Thank God they let me run. They never patrol as far as the boat, so at this point on, I'm good to go. And that's the politician elusive target. Fun one, mostly because of the map, and I like the idea of the body double. I imagine if you go into this fresh, it'll be very confusing. But taking some time to study, you can figure out the patterns, which is really the key to all Hitman stuff. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Sorry there hasn't been a lot of Hitman in a while. More stuff is coming. I've been really busy, guys. But I love this game, and I want to play it. Honestly, half the reason I'm doing the videos is just so I can play it myself. I hope you'll have fun watching the remains of the campaign, because it is coming, and it should be pretty amazing from all I've heard. And I'm sad that I haven't done it already, honestly. But, there you go. Silent Assassin. 219? Almost 220. That's the fancy winter suit. Until next time, goodbye.